I've never felt this kind of way with the game. Last time I did was Baldur's Gate 3 because there's so much freedom. Happy Friday pala sa ating lahat. Excited na ba ang lahat sa weekend? Kasi ako excited na ako eh. Excited na ako maglinis ng bahay. Wait lang, baka may mood siya. Nakalimutan ko tumingin ng mood siya. Dahil mag-grenade naman ako in combat, so hindi ko naman masyado kailangan ng crit rate. Unless na iteterno ko nga siya dito para like kang may air dash, may dash ka, ganyan. Like palipad-lipad dyan. Eh, ayoko naman nun masyado masakit sa kamay. Anong gagawin natin? Titignan. Ngayon lang kasi naglaro, dami pang bugs. May mga bugs pa din siya pero hindi naman sa quality of life. More on visually lang. Mga clippings, ganyan. Pero it's not nothing game breaking so far. I used to try, I tried Skyrim pero the game is just too dated for me. I know it's a wonderful game and it's sad for me to say that I did not like Skyrim, but that doesn't mean I won't try again. Wait lang, nasan? Wait lang, sorry, naninibago ko sa controls. Ito yung hirap pag medyo nagja-juggle ka ng mga laro eh. Playing Cyberpunk, or a different game before. I think that was Dragon Age The Veilguard. Before Cyberpunk kasi I finished Dragon Age The Veilguard. So, I looked through things on the internet on what's the best, the choices, what's the consequences of different choices. And as when I finished the game, it felt like I finished a chore and a job instead of actually getting through that feeling na ay natapos ko na siya. It's nice. It's a good experience, or focusing on the experience as a whole when you're gaming. It felt more like I accomplished a task that was given to me and handed to me instead of playing. So that's when the realization came in that it's best to play a game or single player games blind. I would understand looking through guides and information online and in the internet if the game is competitive, like maybe PvP is involved or there's a meta involved. But if it's just a single player game, I would urge people or gamers like you guys to just go in blind. There's so much magic happening when you play a game blind. It brings me back to the good old days where it's so hard to find information in the internet, and you're just forced to enjoy the game itself, and just have a big fun with it. So yeah, I yap a lot, by the way, so I apologize in advance. Where are we? Dad Deej, open world palang CP. I thought it's linear. No, it's very open world. It's very reactive. You can do things outside. You can even off NPC. Ito na sila. I'll just get, sabi ko magna-knife muna ako eh. Let me check nga if I can subdue this without, I like taking down cyber psychos without killing them. So, let's see if I can. I cannot, unfortunately. Tumakbo agad siya. Of course, the looter in me is trying to take over. Let me just loot these bodies. Speaking of Dragon Age, I want to replay the game as well. Same, I love Vivienne. I missed her in Dragon Age The Veilguard, actually. Let's try to take her down without being detected, because it's quite a challenge to play the game and stuff. It's very strategic and I like it. I just need to move away from the line of sight. Very nice. The hate towards Dragon Age The Veilguard is disproportionate to what it is. I would say that Dragon Age The Veilguard is a good RPG. Not the best, not the greatest, but it's a solid action RPG. But it definitely lacks the Dragon Age branding and identity from a game design perspective, especially from an RPG perspective. But the story is what really carries an RPG, at least for me, because that's the reason why I really want to play an RPG in the first place. Same with action adventure games. I have a game called Disco Elysium as well. It's a very deep RPG, but the gameplay is just too boring for me. I'm not sure if any one of you guys would recommend me just pushing through the initial parts of the game, because it's just so boring. And I really can't pass the initial stages of the game. But let me know if Disco Elysium is worth the drag or worth pushing for. Hindi ko talaga kaya. It was too boring and dull. Make this first person because it's so much impactful. It's so much emotional. It's really immersive, and it works best for Cyberpunk 2077. So just tune up the motion sickness. I think there's some options here. Thank God there's more people here now kasi nung nakaraan ako lang bibigay ng tips. Ganyan din ba ka-smooth sa PS5? I am not sure. What's your GPU? 7800 XT or ano tayo, RX. Hintayin ko na lang pala mag level 40. I'm level 34. I think I can work with this one. Unahin na lang muna natin yung weapons tsaka yung dash. Nakalinks ako sa legs. Di ka mag-craft ng... Magta-craft ako, naghahanap lang ako ng magagandang axes and knives. So far, saan ba ako pupunta? Yun nga, hinahanap ko eh. Meron ako, nabilan ko na yung sa Pacifica. I also got the Neuro. Check this one out. Vision nga dito pala. Uy! Siguro mag-upgrade na ako ng PC pag kaya ko ng bumuo ng medyo malaki-laki. Maliit lang kasi yung space ko, guys. Yung PC ko right now is parang kasing liit lang ng loaf of bread. Hindi ko siya mapakita kasi nasa baba siya eh. Pero maliit lang siya. I'm using search nyo na lang yung Fractal Terra na casing. Yun yung casing ko. Ganun siya kaliit. Ganun kaliit yung PC ko. Pero I bought hindi pa siya naka-iconic. Lahat ba ng cyberware dito may potential iconic or limited lang? Bored humans, hello. Yes, babaran ulit. Lalo na hindi ako uwi sa amin. Usually kasi pag nasa amin ako, hindi ako nakakapaglaro kasi laptop lang yung dala ko. Yung laptop ko yung budget-friendly na gaming laptop lang, yung Nitro 5 ng Acer. Or weapons. Isa lang yung weapon ko ngayon yung Blue Fang. I need something more fast. Or faster. Ang bagal kasi bumalik ng Blue Fang. Kapag hindi mo na ulo, mabagal siya bumalik. Or kapag hindi siya nag-crit. Doon na yung main story. Hindi pa, Ronnie. I'm very much immersed with the gigs and side jobs. So far, ang nagagawa ko pa lang sa main story is yung after yung rescue ni Evelyn. Hindi ko pa na-view nga si Evelyn eh. Pero feeling ko talaga patay na siya. I have a big feeling na patay na siya with how things concluded with the last time I left it. Movies, you just watch, and books, you just read, you imagine. But the immersion video games offers unmatched. With gaming laptops kasi you're prioritizing mobility more than long-term gaming. So gusto mo lang maglaro ng saglitan kasi you're on the go. Kaya ka naging gaming laptop. Pero pag you're mostly at home, you can play as much as you want, then mag-PC ka. Kasi I really love stealth. I really love stealth. Actually, yun yung core gameplay ko. And magiging core gameplay ko for everything that I'll be playing or every playthrough that I have for Cyberpunk. I-modify ko lang siya in different ways. Leveling up. Muna tayo ng Cyber Psycho ulit. Yan pala. Meron ka ng Anong ginagawa nila dito? Ay, nakapatay pa ako ng civilian. Ayoko. Naka-good run tayo eh. Anong difficulty nito? Normal lang tayo, EXO. Para hindi tayo masyado ma-stress at kailangan ko I need more time to play other games kasi hindi kong backlog eh. I want to play games in their hardest difficulty pero it's not efficient for me completing the games that I have. Kasi ang dami pang paparating na games na gusto ko rin laruin pero ang dami ko talagang backlog kaya medyo binibilisan ko na. Hindi ako masyado unless na sobrang galing ko kagaya na sa Dragon Age The Veilguard, naka-hardest difficulty ako doon kasi madali lang siya eh. Tiger Claws to, no? Hindi ako makaan. Kasi isa akong knife. Ba't hindi ko pa ata suot? Pito na ba yan? Mahaba ang Witcher tsaka Kingdom Come, grabe. Mian, hello, thank you for liking. Is very limited. Correct me if I'm wrong, hindi ko alam. Pero as I've read kasi, nung tinry ko siya, parang ang konti lang ng combat options. More on weaponry lang. Wala na masyado. Stealth lang ah. Pero yung field of view niya naman hindi ko kinukuha eh. So hindi ko gets ba't niya ako nakikita. Oo, nakita niya agad ako. Ayan o, pag na-blind ko sila with my knife, pwede ako mag-reset ng ano. Joke. Camping, wait lang. Habang nagda-drive tayo. Ayan. May fast travel naman. Sige, sige. Saan nga siya? Tingnan ko nga sa map. Tingnan ko muna yung cyber psycho. Ay, sorry. Buti hindi ako nagka-star. Akala ko mawawanted na naman ako eh. Ito pala yung TP. Magbenta nga muna tayo. Baka mapuno na naman yung... Okay. Yung Sandy. Sa level 40 daw magkakaroon ng iconic. Iniintay ko siya. Yung Apogee. Sabi ni... Si Rendan ba nagsabi noon? Sorry, hindi na ako makaka-catch up. Ba't nasa baba? Alam ko nasa taas eh. Alam ko nasa taas. Uy, si Johnny. Kukunin natin siya. Ganun. Patay na ba to? Pag bored ka na sa Sandy. Okay. Actually, hindi yung goal ko. After nito, yung playthrough ko dito, siguro at some point, pag nakuha ko na yung Phantom Liberty na DLC, ang build na gusto ko naman is si Shadowrunner. Stealth pa din, pero ang combat ko na is quick hacks. May pagka-mage din siya. I think kasi if I'm gonna apply yung mga typical mage, yung mga typical RPG trope, I think yung Netrunner yung parang magic class dito eh. Nanguha ng mga nanguha ng loot sa mga patay. The DLC is so good, low-key better than the main storyline. Now you make me wanna play it more. Pero tsaka na pag nag-sale na, I think I'm gonna use the time. Pag natapos ko ang Cyberpunk, I'm gonna play a different game muna. And I'm gonna use the time to finish my backlogs. Feeling ko kasi magsa-sale naman sila sa winter. Doon ako bibili ulit. Ang mahal kasi talaga ng mga mga Bandai Namco na lang. Bandai Namco ba ang Silent Hill F of Konami? Hindi ko maalala. Basta ang mahal talaga ng mga JRPG, kahit yung horror. Gusto kong bilhin yung Silent Hill F eh. Sana mag-mega sale siya at some point. Ang mahal niya kasi talaga, 370. I cannot afford. So, chaotic. Ang dami nangyari. Ako, ang gusto kong makita sa kanya is yung relic na skill tree niya. That's all. Nakita na. Ang layo ng visual niya. Ay! Ganon. Kinamaan ko yun Hala! Ang bilis naman nun. Ay! Mali pa ako. Ba't ganun di siya tinatamaan ng throwables? Ayun, tinamaan din. Nakasandi. Hindi yun low input lang yung build natin kasi we have stealth for strategic takedowns. Tapos kapag di naman tayo makapag-stealth, very very tanky tayo and we can take punishing. So yun yung rational ko kung bakit ganun yung build ko na I do stealth, I do nice, pero parang ba't ako nagtatangke? It's just easier. Nasaan yung isang ano? Read the shard title archive again. May isa pang shard eh. Wait lang, let me just read the comments now. Yung apogee. I recommend it. Runner did yung relic attribute niya is mainly for cyberware arms. Nakasandy. Bro, reco ko if you wanna do is playthrough and not into online things, go buy game bundles sa Steam shared accounts. I really want to have the license at least eh. Kasi I'm building a library of my own. Mas mura nga yung shared accounts pero I really want my own. Kasi I like replaying things in my own time. Lalo na kapag hindi ako nagsistream, I replay my old games. Yung Baldur's Gate ko, libo na yung oras ko dun eh. There's another game I wanna replay which is Marvel Midnight Sun. Pero that's probably the only game that, or might be the first game that I'll be replaying in my stream. Shard title archive conversation between Ken Masuda. Yep, it just feels different. Yeah, I currently have Xbox PC Game Pass. Yun yung parang Netflix ng games yun. It feels different. It's nice to play the games. Pero for example, I first encountered Clear Obscure Expedition 33 sa Xbox Game Pass. I played through it and I realized how magnificent the game is and how game para sa akin siya talaga yung game of the year this year. Pero that's when I realized na I want the game for me. Kaya binili ko pa rin yung Clear Obscure Expedition 33 sa Steam kahit na nalalaro ko siya sa Xbox Game Pass. So yun yung ano ko. Siguro mag Steam shared account ako for trying out games. Pero pag nagustuhan ko siya, I'll buy it for my own. For myself pala. For my own. Nasaan yung iba? Hindi ko pa rin makita tong isa. Kinuha yung anak. Ito yun. Kia Bill, thank you for liking. They took the knife of a military person. That's not good. Ano ka? Matitaken ka ni Liam Neeson ng di oras. Next. Sige na muna, unahin natin. Saan may paakyat dito? Hindi pala pwede, no? Yung street kid ko, ang gagawin kong build sa kanya is yung ay, wait lang. Sorry. Nag-a-alarm yung inhaler ko. I need to take some meds lang. Wait lang. Okay, game. Let's go, guys. Haywood, Haywood. Alright. On mo yung fast travel icon para makita mo yung Elko. Ay, nandito na pala tayo, no? Sa taas. Game name, please. Sir K. The game's name is Cyberpunk 2077. Ito na tayo. Ito na yun, no? You're probably the only streamer I enjoy yapping with. Hoy, thank you, Renren. That means a lot to me. Thank you so much. It validates that what I'm doing is it's right. So maraming salamat dyan sa validation mo. Hopefully, we get to build more interaction like this and community with other people. Because I really want to... Ang dream ko talaga is to bring people together na ganito yung mindset pa na we're very insightful towards video games. We love the art form, the gameplay, the design, and the stories. And just talk about it. Yun lang talaga ang dream ko na community for Gamer After Shift. Na yung maturity ba na hinahanap ko sa gaming community. Kasi most of the time, well, I do enjoy the usual parang trash talk minsan kapag naglalaro ka ng Valorant. There's just something different with people, like-minded people who's enjoying video games, parang discussing their feelings on how they played this, their experiences. It's, I don't know. It feels good to have that kind of community, and that's my ultimate dream for Gamer After Shift as a brand. Guardians of the Galaxy na try mo na. Hindi pa. Ito yung ano, no? Yung minsan nagsasale to ng 200, hindi ko binibili, sayang. Sana mag-low sale ulit sila. Oh, sorry, didn't notice na naka-screen pala. Thanks. No worries, Sir K. Don't worry about it. Feel free to just chat lang if you have questions. Finally, someone said it that story games are better than online games. Online games are only good if you have a solid group na you can play with. Kasi story games is more intrinsic, it's more interpersonal compared to online games. Online games is good if you like the fast-pacedness of it. Pero if you like art forms, if you see video games as an immersive media, an art, you have to play single player games. Wait lang, hinahanap natin yung baril ni Jackie, sabi nasa Haywood daw. So I think let's go for nandito daw yun eh. Baka kailangan ko mag-scan. Nasa bahay ni Mama Wells. Ayun nga, hinahanap natin bahay ni Mama Wells. Di ko maalala kung saan yung bahay niya eh. Ang dilim kasi noon nung naglaro ako ng yung memorial ni Jackie. Uy, muting tayo masagasaan. Hanapin lang talaga natin, no? Mano-mano. I think malapit yun dito. El Padre. Ay, hindi. Hindi dito yun. The community that's just so toxic. And one of the things that I don't like about online games, especially multiplayer ones, is people are empowered to be the most vilest and vicious person that they can be because they are encouraged by their anonymity because it's just online. And I hate that. I hate that people are being so toxic and it reveals their true self. So I think anonymity doesn't corrupt you, much like power. It just showcases who you are as a person. Or maybe pag galit ka talaga or pikon ka. Pero I really don't like the toxicity. May mga banter na masaya pero yung pag sobra-sobra na nakakapagod siya to deal with. That's why I prefer offline games and single player games unless nakasama ko yung friends ko playing with and just enjoying the vibes. Kasi pag single player ka lang talaga tapos mag-online ka, nakakapagod siya. Nakaka-stress siya mentally. And ayoko. Clumsy, thank you for following. Sorry, nahanap pa rin natin ang bahay ni Mama Wells. Ay, ito ata yun. Ito yun, yung inuman. Alam ko may bar yun eh. Ay, hindi ito yun. Yan, hindi yun. Hanap tayo ng bar. 18 plus, di ba to? May NCPD pa tayo. Ayoko mag-NCPD. I'm looking for Mama Wells. Yung sa street na harap lang ng NKO fast travel point. Okay. Na-miss out ko na pala. Nasa harap ko na. Ba't ako naka-combat pa din? Naka-crouch pala ako. Ito yun, no? Ganda ng shoes niya, may ilaw. Siyempre, lumilingon na ako. Baka masagasaan na naman ako eh. Ito. Itong street na to, no? Ito. El Caliente. Ito ata yun. Hindi pala. Ano GPU mo? Ang GPU ko ay RX 7800 XT. Naka-ray tracing ba graphics? Hindi, in-off ko. Nagkakaroon tayo ng FPS drop kapag naka-on ng ray tracing. Kasi medyo matakaw si TikTok Live Studio eh. Kapag nag-on ako, matakaw siya. Tama yun? Tama yung pinupuntahan ko? May signage dyan. Balik. Balik daw ako. Sorry, medyo delay tayo sa sa info. Kasi yung hindi siya real time eh. So yung chat nyo is medyo delay from my end. Sorry. Nadaanan ko na. Ito. Okay, tagon-tago eh.
Look who it is.
This isn't a bar?
Did you ever talk to Misty in the end?
I did like you said. I invited her over for dinner.
Leave him alone, cabrones. See?
She's
Go
so
teach these
skinny.
assholes how to behave in my bar.
Who would have thought?
I know what she looks like. That's not what I'm asking.
She's a little bit eccentrica. Said my home sits on a natural energy source. But I think I know
Okay, sige. Thanks, Ren. Kausapin ko lang si Mama Wells for the lore.
We exchange numbers.
Gusto ka naman, Mama Wells.
I lost my son. How am I supposed to feel? I'm sorry, V. I shouldn't have.
Okay lang yan, you're grieving.
It's just when I see him that day in that limo, all covered in blood. You know what I wanted to say to him. Te metiste en una gran problema, Jackie Wells. As if he was 14 years old again. Just coming home from a fight with the other kids. He's like, my brain was trying to protect me from what I always was afraid would happen.
It's okay, Mama Wells.
Hug natin si Mama Wells.
I can't talk about this now. Okay?
Anything interesting happening in the area?
Interesting. Around here. Not one single thing. That's why the kids, they join gangs. No jobs. No future. Where they end up? Behind bars. Or in the ground. This neighborhood died a long time ago.
Dalawa yung pistol makukuha mo eh. One for yourself and one for the wall stash. Pwede nga palang i-decor yun. Hindi ko pa naayos yung... Gusto ko magpalit ng apartment eh. Pero nag-iipon pa kasi ako for other weapons eh. O nga, kasi dual ano nga pala si Jackie, naka-double ano siya. Maya na yan.
Stay out.
Hindi naman time bound yung mga events na kagaya nun, no? Kasi babalikan ko na lang siya, ayoko munang gawin eh. Core. Pero isa-stash ko muna siya kasi gusto kong lumipat ng apartment. Or shared din ba yung apartment? Ay, yung stash ba sa apartment shared din ba kahit saan ka lumipat? Wait lang, isa lang ba yung apartment na pwede mong tirahan or pwede kang multiple? Dahil kong tanong ah. Meron iba-ibang apartment. So pwede kang maraming tirahan. Pero yung stash, like kung magde-decor ako, ilalagay ko yung, for example, sa wall, isang apartment niya very, very helpful. Salamat. Parang naalala ko to. Ito ata yung sa beach. Hindi. My mistake. Ganda talaga ng Night City. Meron ako nakita na parang ganito na modernized Skyrim yung vibe pero hindi siya Bethesda. Nakalimutan ko yung pangalan. Tainted Grail ata ang pangalan. Naka-wishlist yun sa akin. So you guys might wanna check it out if you're looking for something high fantasy. And ganito yung vibes. I'm not sure kung gaano ka-in-depth yung RPG mechanics niya though. Pero wala. Doon lang ata sa una pwede mag-display ng collection. Okay. Copy. Hindi, pwede daw sa lahat. So apparently meron tayong discussion dyan. Ifa-follow ko na nga ang CD Projekt Red. Hindi ko akalaing galing talaga nila eh. Gusto ko talaga kailan ba release ng Witcher 4 next year, no? Pero ako for me, hindi kasi ako bumibili ng games on release. I think it's better to buy games after a few time has or after for a while siguro. Kasi mas optimized na siya and mas wala ng bugs eh. Yung Baldur's Gate 3 pinagsisisihan ko na nilaro ko siya on release eh.
There's this walkway where people are falling off the map. Find out what's going on. Just don't disappear yourself.
Find the Cyber Psycho. Nasaan? Ang daming camera. Naninibago ako sa controller. Wait lang. Yan pati yung Legion. Ano yung Legion? Sorry. Hindi ko alam yung sinasabi mo Legion eh. Nagulat ako doon. Ano yun? Na-discover na ako. May netrunner sila. Paano ko na-discover doon? Kailangan ko umalis muna. Ayoko ma-reboot yung optics ko eh. Kailangan ko ng anti-netrunner ng cyberware. Alam ko may cyberware for anti-netrunner. Ay, Phantom Liberty daw. Kung maganda. Mas maganda daw apparently kesa sa ano. Mas maganda daw yung nandun yung netrunner. Ikaw pala yun ah. Ay, wait lang. Robot pala to. Dito nalalason. RPG ba ang Watch Dogs Legion? Or Watch Dogs in general? Netrunner siya, ayun nga oh. Kaya pala niya ako nakikita, walan siya. May camera. Kevabi, thank you for following. May camera din. So may cutscenes na sa Phantom Liberty. Kasi dito wala no? Medyo immersive lang yung ganap niya So doon meron na talagang separate na mga scenes. May ano pa ako doon. Tanggalin natin yung pagkakamarka nito. Meron sa taas no? Parang may mga nakita akong tao doon NCP random lang. Nasa baba. May mga na-miss out pa akong loot talaga. Kagaya nito. Tsaka ito ata. Hindi. Ito. Ayun. Marami bang jump scare ang Last of Us? Kasi I can't with jump scares That's why I rarely play horror unless na ambient horror lang siya. Yung Outlast sana, ang ganda ng story pero buwiset na lang talaga sa sa jump scares Natin siya stealth na tank. Cool technology, tas the rest is into body. Knife build din siya, so throwing knives and projectiles. Naka-gorilla arm lang ako ngayon pero projectile yung goal natin. Hintay ko lang magkaroon ng mga magagandang stock. Need mo muna i-start yung rogue quest bago magpanam. Ano yung rogue? Dito ako ginagunong tak lang ako. Magmamotor na lang ako. Afterlife ata. You go to... Apusin ko lang muna tong Cyber Psycho. Tapos yun na yun yung next prio ko. Para matapos ko na yung Panam. Then we can move forward with the main story. So wala pa namang magandang stock ng mga weapons Kaya ba nagda-drive ako? Basa muna tayo ng comments. Okay naman pala so far. Ano pang marirecommend na games nyo if I like Cyberpunk? Na mai-wishlist natin. Dahil ko lang nasa wishlist para magka-40 na. Thank you sa like, Shepherd Son. Okay ba yung kung full stealth? Okay din ang full stealth, Shepherd Son. Mas lang siya, medyo slow lang siya. In gameplay wise. Tsaka may nagsabi sa akin, hindi ko sure paki-validate guys pero even bosses daw kasi pwedeng i-take down via stealth. Though I'm not 100% sure na ganun siya ka-viable. Pero so far stealth has been doing well for me. Dying Light pa. Ayoko ng Dying Light, nakakatakot. Ang dying jump scare din nun Skyrim na ata yung next na maganda. Tsaka Fallout if I like Cyberpunk. Arkham series. I have it in my library. Nabili ko siya ng buong set. Ba't ako dito dinala? Yung dito pala. Dito ako ni-navigate ni Auto Drive yung TP. Fallout. Meet Hanako at Ember. Cyphus. So, yun nga daw yung last part. Laro ka ng Dying Light. Hindi ko kaya. Nakita ko yung gameplay ng Dying Light. Masyado siyang nakakatakot para sa akin. Tsaka parkour yun no? More on RPG kasi ko. Off no? Or wala na. Too late na. May Netrunner. Netrunner na naman yung Cyber Psycho. Naku, baka namatay to sa toxic ko ah. Wait lang. Hindi ka pwedeng mamatay. Magre-relay ka sa mods and other perks para bumalik yung knife mo. Thank you, Mayo, to you. GTA 6 ba yan? Hindi, Christian. This is Cyberpunk. Ano to? Valentinos ba to? 6th Street Gang. Gano'n kasama ang 6th Street Gang? Ganun ba sila kasama para patayin or hindi naman? Like, ang highest kasi na masasama for me na gang is Maelstrom tsaka Scavengers eh. Patriotic gang sila, parang lang Tiger Claw. Not too bad. Parang mafia lang. Gang-gang lang talaga. Hindi ko pa pala na ano to. Search the area for more info. Ayun. Kita ko din. Tamara Cosby. Can you send me more stuff, please? Yesterday I fell asleep in the tub and must have froze my finger because I can't feel anything. Scanned all the Valentinos hunt and still can find him. It's like Lely vanished into thin air. No digital traces, nothing. Okay, so may obsession si Tamara. I think dun siya dun yung reason ba't siya nag-cyber psychosis. Psycho was a young runner. I think she must have OD'd, then ducked outside the last minute, afraid she'd be left to rot all alone. One of the bums from the camp took her in, but when she woke up, her mind was cracked. Guess she thought they kidnapped her. Ang tragic naman nito. It won't be easy to reverse what she went through, but I'm glad. So far, wala pa tayong pinapatay. Kawawa naman yung mga homeless. Ano ba yan? Kill on sight. Yes, hindi sabi ni Renren eh. Kasi they're very evil. Na-try mo na Middle Earth Shadow of Mordor. Nasa library ko din yan. I currently have 79 games on Steam. Then naka-Xbox Game Pass pa ako, PC Pass. And ang dami ko talagang laro na hindi ko pa natatapos. Ang hirap talaga eh. Meron lang ako mga games na buti tinry ko ng laruin na hindi ko pala magugustuhan. Sayang lang kasi hindi ko na sila ma-refund. So I think lesson learned yun for me na try to play the game at once pag binili mo. Then refund agad before mag 2-hour mark. Medyo mahirap ako ma-hook sa turn-based games kasi pero ganahan lang ako sa game mechanic ng Expedition 33. Oo, yun lang. Medyo mahirap siya pero dynamic turn-based I would say yung combat form ng Expedition 33 kasi hindi siya parang maghihintay ka ng turn mo. Hindi, kailangang alisto ka. Kasi pag hindi, mamamatay ka talaga. It's one of the hardest turn-based games I've played. Lalo na si Simon, the infamous Simon. Ayoko i-spoil kita pero there's someone named Simon na he will really test your combat skills. Kahit turn-based siya. Two games, Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of... Ang daing DLC niyan eh. I think nag-sale siya last time. Ang nabili ko lang ata yung base games nila. I'm not sure if kasama na din yung DLC. But I bought yung sale package nila last time. I like that kasi it's also stealth-based. I mean, may stealth ano man yan. Medyo pinanood ko sa YT pero hindi ko nagustuhan kasi ayoko mag-try na ibang games. Sa hindi ko kasi sure kung naka-Xbox Game Pass ka eh. Pag sa PC Pass kasi, libre lang sa Expedition 33. Ano PC specs nyo para malaro siya? Etong Cyberpunk ba, Marty? Yung PC specs ko is tayo? AMD yung build ko kasi I think mas mura talaga yung AMD and they also are more lenient or more towards gaming. Nvidia kasi is more on productivity na din eh. So si AMD ko is naka Ryzen 5 tayo, 7600 para 65 watts lang yung wattage natin, mababa lang, di masyado mataas sa kuryente pero it's also one of the better ones para kahit papaano hindi mahirapan sa texture yung laro mo. Ang GPU ko is RX 7800 XT so doon di ako nag-skimp out. Power supply natin is 850 watts. I just forgot the brand pero I tried to make sure na hindi siya cheap or hindi siya bara-bara. Kasi guys, for me, Ang pinaka-importanting part ng PC talaga is the power supply. Kasi it will power up your gear. Eh. Pag nasira ang power supply or defective siya or cheap siya, asahan mo masisira yung buong unit mo. Kaya don't skip out or huwag kayong magtipid sa power supply, please. Yun lang tipirin nyo na lahat, wag lang power supply. But yeah, yun yung build ko. Standard naman tayo sa RAM, 32 gigabytes of RAM. Tapos ang storage ko is 2 terabytes. Ilan FPS mo? Ang average FPS ko dito is 206 pero nilimit ko siya sa 180. Sayang kasi yung monitor ko is ultra wide na Xiaomi na 180 lang. So hindi ko na make use yung the rest of the FPS. Para low na rin yung load sa CPU. Kaya okay na din na babaan natin yung FPS. Practically an enemy can remember you throughout the whole game. That's nice. Interesting yun na. Meron ka talagang kaaway. Feeling ko netrunner na naman yung Cyber Psycho dito. May mga may mga drones eh. Russell's completely lost it. It's not safe here. I'm trying to be understanding. I know what he's been through. I even scolded our son for being selfish and trying to escape. Now I know he was right. Getting out is the only way. I can't even talk to Russell like a normal person anymore. Last week he laid new mines and forgot to tell me about them. One step in the wrong direction and that would have been the end of me. This house is starting to look more like a prison. Still, at least in prison you know what to expect. But here, namatay pa si Natasha, namatay ka. Bakit ka namatay? I'm guessing si Cyber Psycho is asawa niya. Bilis naman no, nakuha agad ako. Ano pa ba yung mga alam yung horror games na hindi nakakatakot? Hindi ko talaga kaya yung mga Outlast, Resident Evil. Yung masyadong madidilim. Natatakot talaga ako. Hindi ko kaya yung gulat niya para akong maiihi na iyon. Hindi naman sa ganun. OA naman nun. Ayoko lang talaga nung pakiramdam na ginugulat ako. What build are you running, quiz? I'm running stealth tank. So medyo weird siya. Toxic tank ang tawag ko. So medyo flavor build siya. It's a tanky build focusing on body and tech. Pero ang main offense niya is usually trying to take downs with stealth. Pero pag hindi ka nakapag-take down sa stealth, kaya mong withstand na lang yung mga damage habang nagbabato ng knife and focusing on poison. Is RX7 7700 XT and AMD 6090 XT 16 good? I think that's good. 6090 XT should be good. It's a higher CPU. It's a higher GPU eh. 7700 XT I'm not sure. You might wanna check baka kasi mag-bottleneck sila. So importante is compatibility ng GPU and CPU. So you can check sa website na PC Parts, PC Tools. Yun yung ginamit ko pangbuo ng pangbuo ng computer ko. Yung first build ko, I just made sure that everything will work together. Ano boss recommend build mo in case mag-new game? Ano bang trip mo? Yun yung una mo dapat malaman. Kasi hindi ko sure kung anong trip na build na masasuggest ko sa'yo. Baka kasi hindi mo magustuhan. Yung mga build kasi na gusto ko, mga weird siya. For example, ito, ideally yung throwing knives, ang iteterno mo sa kanya is blade eh. Parang ninja ka eh. Kasi talagang together talagang reflex tsaka cool. Pero iniba ko yung tema ko. Just for fun. So, would you want an optimized build or a fun build? Doon muna ang dapat na tanungan. Maglaro ka ng first-person horror na. The rest, kaya mo na maglaro ng ibang horror game. Yung 7 na Resident Evil, tinry ko, hindi ko kaya. Hindi ko talaga kaya, ayoko na. Pero siguro nga, pagkakalaro mo, no, mauumay ka na lang din kasi paulit-ulit na lang siya. Sayang Hogwarts Legacy, I didn't enjoy it as much as I didn't enjoy it as much. It's like Witcher 3 but less interesting. I think I really want to provide a bit of context on that because I love Hogwarts Legacy. but I don't like it. I'm not sure if that makes sense. And the thing is, before I got into PC gaming, like single player games, Hogwarts Legacy is what made me interested in playing single player games, because it's the first single player game that I played after being in online games, competitive games, more than a decade. Like League of Legends, Valorant, Tekken. Yun yung mga nilalaro ko before. So when I played Hogwarts Legacy, I thought this game is really good. Kasi yun lang yung first experience ko and first exposure ko. And also I'm a Potterhead, so I'm a proud Slytherin. And when I played it, I thought it was good. Pero at some point, kahit na hindi ako exposed pa sa mga single-player games, I realized that Hogwarts Legacy was really too repetitive, it's too soulless, and it's just capitalizing off a great IP. Don't get me wrong, there are great things in Hogwarts Legacy, like the castle design, the interactions, but in terms of a combat perspective and spell list, it's quite lackluster. It needs more depth in terms of the combat, because dude, you already have a recipe for a very deep combat mechanic and and spell mechanic and all that crap, but you still manage to water it down, and that's just disappointing for me. So Hogwarts Legacy has the potential to have been a great RPG, because if it will allow me to become a villain or become evil and have that kind of morality compass, it would have been great, but it's not. So far, the reason why Hogwarts Legacy isn't as good as most AAA games or even AA games is it skimped out on a good combat system with um, a minor list of spells. So the spell system could have been better, the combat system could have been better, and again, they did not make the most out of an RPG system. So RPG system, combat system, and I think the other one that I would want to add is the exploration. The exploration sucks. I hate those Merlin trials. They're so repetitive. I just want to turn it off and just be done with it. Uh, Enemy design are also lackluster. Paulit-ulit sila. They all look the same. There's just like spiders, trolls, and rogue wizards. That's it. But I don't know. Because it's Warner Brothers. I would expect a high budget game that would have like the most robust things in the world, RPG wise, or even from an action perspective or action adventure perspective. But it's just so bland. The only the only thing that saved Hogwarts Legacy was the castle. That's it. The castle and the school. But anything apart from that, anything outside of that
I
sucks.
have a job.
Sorry,
The
that's just my
urgent
opinion.
kind.
Again, I love
Someone
Hogwarts
exempting
Legacy.
my friend's
I'm a
drones
Potterhead,
out
but
of the
I'm gonna be
sky.
fair with it. It's a
Check out the
lackluster game.
coordinates. Find out who is responsible. The details are attached.
Basa lang ako ng comments. Hi, Alter. Thank you very much for the gifts, TGIF. I don't hate it since I'm willing to try it again. The dialogue is lacking something. Yes, kulang kasi talaga siya sa dialogue options. It's really more of an action RPG, which an action adventure, which I don't mind. Pero ang babaw talaga nung laro. It's too shallow for a Wizarding World game. I'm looking forward for something deeper, like more spells, more mechanics. Pero wala eh. Medyo mababaw siya for me. Yeah, it's like they got bored midway through making it. Yes, that's exactly how I would say the feeling is when I was playing the Hogwarts Legacy. Hated wala masyadong outside world. So I think that's where the lack of content. That's why they tried to be as true to the source material, but the source material only offered Hogwarts Castle as a whole. Wala masyadong source material apart from it. Hogsmeade was there, so it stayed faithful to the source material, which are Hogwarts Castle and Hogsmeade. Yun lang. Pero anything outside of that, they had a hard time building that because the source material wasn't really giving enough to make the most out of a great experience. So I think that's something we can be a bit more fair to them. But I would prefer the next Wizarding World to be more mature, like outside of Hogwarts, which is more on like the Fantastic Beast series. I would love it to be more mature, exploring old cities. Kagaya ng Fantastic Beasts. I really wanted to feel that way and stay that way. And hopefully with a more robust combat system, more RPG mechanics, much like I would say, what would be the best game template that would make Hogwarts or a Wizarding World great? I'm thinking of a game. Maybe Witcher 3, but Witcher 3 offers less skill tree. Eh. I'm looking for a robust skill tree. Maybe Baldur's Gate, but not turn-based. Baldur's Gate 3 combined with Witcher 3's open world. I think that's a good baseline for the next Wizarding World game. If they're gonna make Hogwarts Legacy 2, that is. Hopefully they will. Because I really want to play. It's my favorite game, pero ang pangit niya lang talaga, unfortunately. But yeah, I think that's the best baseline for the next Wizarding World game. The skill tree of Baldur's Gate 3 with the exploration and open worldness of Witcher 3 and the narrative freedom and RPG mechanics of Fallout or Skyrim. Something along the lines of that. Let's read the comments. Hello, hello to everyone. Happy Friday pala. Even the story, it's dull. Yeah, masyado ka overpowered sa Hogwarts Legacy. Most bosses are the same, different designs, but same movesets. Correct. Netrunner or Sandy, which is better for you, Kuya? Gian, I'm gonna go for Sandy for this specific build. Pero on my second playthrough, I'm gonna be playing Shadowrunner, so magne-Netrunner ako. And to think they released an upgraded version for PS5, I did not know that. Fantastic Beast series should have an open world. I must agree. I really love Fantastic Beast. It grew up for us who grew up with Harry Potter. Fantastic Beast is a welcome homecoming. For me, yun yung nararamdaman ko. Para siyang homecoming for me. Hindi ko lang nagustuhan yung last part. Sorry dun sa mga fans nung last part. It sucked. For me lang. I wanted to like the combat as well, throwing different combos of spells, pero wala. Kaya nga, pati yung mga utility spells, nilagay nila sa spell slot, which is weird for me. Ba't ka maglalagay ng Lumo sa combat spell slot? Like, it doesn't make sense. But I still love God of War, pero kainis lang na most bosses are the same. Yun yung isa sa mga issue niya, enemy design. Parang yung Hogwarts Legacy, para sa akin, sa Fantastic Beast, hindi sa Harry Potter yung vibe. Yeah. I wish it was like a Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor since same publisher sila, kaso wala eh. How many hours will you finish that? OP Void, I think for Cyberpunk, ang hours of completion niya, if you're gonna complete all contents, nasa 80 hours siya if you're not explorative. Pero if your exploration is you're really explorative, it might take more than parang hundreds hours at. I'm not sure, correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Thoughts on Yote? Wala akong PS5, so hindi ko siya mabigyan ng opinion, but I love the Ghost series. It's one of the games that I would play if I have a PS5 apart from Stellar Blade. I love Stellar Blade even if sinasabi nila na Gunner game siya, pero I don't know, it's whimsically good. Like, the girls I know are kind of sexualized and it's a different problem overall, but there's something attractive to it. As a game, the gameplay itself, the design, it's very artistic. We need Nemesis system gun in patent. 2036 daw, MMIers. Ayaw mo maglaro ng Final Fantasy. I do have Final Fantasy 7 Remake and Rebirth. Pero my issue with JRPG, to be honest, is that they usually take a long time. So if I'm gonna play a JRPG, I want something that's very easy on my time. Kasi I have a lot of backlog. Ang dali kasi maka-backlog ng mga JRPG eh. I think ang JRPG na medyo manageable sa akin in terms of time is yung Yakuza. Like a Dragon, yun yung nilaro ko. Pero even that was too grindy for me. Final Fantasy 16. Ayoko kasi nun, isa lang yung gameplay nun eh. Kasi sword lang siya eh. I think there's not a lot of build... Ano ba yan? I don't think there's a lot of build mechanics sa Final Fantasy 16. Kaya hindi ko siya magustuhan. Yung 15 might be a good bet. Pero 16, not sure. Unless I'm wrong. Let me know if I'm wrong. Wishlist ko yan. Tipong lalaro ka sana kasi tas tulog ka. Pagising mo 3 a.m. na. Oo nga, nakakapawid kasi yung commute. I think gamers that yung may mga pamilya na or may trabaho, magta-thrive tayo sana kung maganda yung transportation system natin eh. Pero Philippines has a medyo poor urban planning kasi yung Pilipinas. So, isa siya sa mga sufferings that we have to go through. I mean, there are a lot more social issues and economic issues that needs more attention. Pero on a microsphere of things, gamers like us or people who want to pursue their passion after work would have terrible problem doing so because the urban planning and the transportation system in the Philippines sucks. That's just the harsh, unfortunate truth. Usually kasi I support video gaming and passion finding and supporting your passions kasi it's what gives our life sort of meaning. Kasi ano ba, magwo-work, gigising, gaasikaso, ganun na lang ba yung cycle hanggang mamatay. So, I'm all for people playing video games, pursuing their passions apart from video games. But unfortunately, the current socio-economic and architectural issue that the Philippines has is something of a hindrance to that. Kaya parang siya nagko-compound. Medyo naging ano na ako. Medyo deep yung topic ko, pero I'm just sharing my thoughts out aloud kasi we might see it as a minor issue, but looking at that, it's actually a macro sphere of issue na makes me realize about life in general and about our status in the Philippines. And I don't want to get too political, but naisip ko lang siya as a whole. So, ayun. Patingin nga ng mga comments natin dyan. Maling-mali ko sa Dying Light 2 after work. Sobrang grindy, katamad na mag-backout. Grindy ba ang Dying Light 2? May nagre-recommend kasi sa akin maglaro ng Dying Light 2 pero masyado daw grindy ngayon. So, what do you say? Have you tried Nier Automata? Naka-wishlist siya sa akin, L. Thank God I have ADHD so I'm able to experience the first time experience again. Travs, thank you for following. Agreed. Sobrang rewarding ng gaming after work talaga pag passion mo talaga. Yang, hello, true ka dyan. Yes. Nice to have some like-minded people on the stream, guys, and I hope we get to have this kind of bonding as well whenever I'm streaming. But again, feel free to just drop by whenever you're available because these types of discussions, I want it cultivated and build a more holistic community na we can share our thoughts and passions and our overall status of mind. Masaya kasi na may community and I feel like building a community is one of my goal for us video gamers because the digitalization of things has made everyone much easier to isolate themselves, and isolation is, I think, not a good thing. I'm an introvert, but I also know that isolation is not good. We must have that kind of community and the ability to interact with people. At the most is kahit in digitally. So, since sa mga goal natin as I'm building this this channel and this page. So I appreciate that we currently have these types of people. I appreciate all of you guys and ayun, thank you very much for the support and the engagement. Din yung sinabi ko kanina kasi that makes sense. So yun lang tayo guys today. Thank you so much for everyone. Do you have Johnny's gun yet? Not sure pa. Maraming salamat sa lahat. I can't thank each and every one of you ng paisa-isa, but you know who you are. Everyone who has visited and chatted on the stream, maraming salamat. Doji Senpai, Yang for following, salamat. Sa stream mo lang ako tumatambay ng matagalan. Thank you rin, na-appreciate ko talaga yan. Kaya ginagawa ng nanonood lang talaga naka-live kaysa laruin tas pag-uwi may gagawin pa. Yeah, my heart goes to those kinds of struggles. But again, thank you so much. Happy Friday. Magla-lunch na. Have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your day. And I'll see you again on Monday for Cyberpunk. For my schedule, guys, I just want to promote. I play single-player games, mostly RPG. I'm a die-hard RPG fan. RPG ko is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So, yun na yung bago nating schedule. Then I play live service games and other games during Tuesdays and Thursdays. And ayun lang. Maraming salamat po. Thank you, Fudge. Have a great day, guys. Thank you sa nag-gifts. Misaki, salamat ulit sa pagbisita kung nandyan ka pa. Thank you so much. Thank you. PS5 ba yan, sir? Meron siya sa PS5 pero I'm playing on PC. Thank you, guys. Maraming salamat. Bye-bye. Have a great weekend, everyone.